Hey everybody, and welcome back to NWB Project. It has been a while since I've done one of these lives, so keen to get back into it and have a chat to everyone. Quick update today. It's been a while, kind of going to touch base on a few different things, how my workout's going, some projects that I've got on the boil, some things that I'm looking at doing fairly soon, getting into, some exciting new developments come around. Please excuse the lovely, where are we? Oh, the lovely old shark kite that's in the background. Got one for Christmas. Got a shark and unicorn one that me and my son get out in the park and fly because it's just something bit of R&R to get out there. It's forgotten how fun it is to go and just fly a kite, as bizarre as it sounds. But yeah, so biggest thing I suppose, if you would have seen, video went up yesterday about my deadlift. I haven't deadlifted heavy in a very long time, which is why I've been doing the program I've been doing to get those lifts back up again. I hit what for me is a current personal best of 177.5 kilo yesterday. That is actually the heaviest I've ever lifted with a conventional stance. When I was lifting heavy previously, I think I only got up to about 150-ish, just over, in a conventional stance. All my heavier lifts up to the 200 kilos were all done in sumo. I haven't actually tested my sumo 1RM for a while, and I'm not really planning to. I'm using it more as an accessory lift to work on a few issues in terms of my abductors and adductors on the inside of my legs. I've got a few mobility issues and a few kind of weird things going on that cause issues, that cause pain further in my leg, but whole different video. I'm using sumos more as an accessory than a primary. Conventional is my primary at the moment. 177.5, which is a big lift for me. I haven't hit that for a very long time. Super excited. Biggest problem is it does mean I have officially run out of weights. I need to actually purchase more weights if I'm going to lift heavier. Thankfully, the program I restart next week actually drops down weights. So it starts at you take your 90% and then you go back. I think the first week is 65%. So the most I'm going to do is up to 95 of that. So I'm not actually going to be lifting that heavy for a while. But yeah, probably in a month or so, I'm most probably going to need to buy more weights to add on to there. 200 is sort of my goal. If I can get back up to the 200, that will set me up to hit the 500 kilo max that I want to do across my squat, bench, and dead. So probably like another 215 kilo plates will probably do the job. But yeah, I ended up with about that much left on the end of the bar. My bar climp's only just kind of half fit on and just squeezed. So yeah, any more than that, I'm not actually going to fit them on my bar. So 215s I should get away with, which should be sweet. Pardon me. It is getting late at night. I've had a long day. But yeah, so far with my workouts, progression-wise, so when I started the program for almost 5 weeks ago now, my deadlift I was doing 165 kilos. As I said, last night I did 177.5, so that's gone up 12 kilos in about 4 weeks, which is really good. My military press, or my strict overhead press, 53 kilos at the start of the workout, 58 kilos on Monday night just gone, so pretty decent lift. I haven't got strong overhead, never have, so I know that's going to take a while to build up to anything substantial. I'm quite well over that, and that's fine. As long as it's getting progress, I'm happy. Bench and squat I haven't done my 1RMs for. I'm doing bench tomorrow night, and then I'll do squat on Friday night. But even still going off the program that I was doing, started the program I was doing 9x70 on the bench, and at the end of the program I was doing 10x77.5. So a big jump there, doing an extra rep with an extra 7.5 kilos on. That's a very big difference there. So I don't know if I'll get it. I'm going to try to, but I'm aiming for 100 kilos on the bench. Ultimately, I want to get to about 120 kilo bench. Like a 200 dead, 120, 130, 130 bench, and like 170 squat. If I can get like 170, 130, and then the 200 deadlift, that's my 500 kilos. But 130 bench is a pretty heavy bench. But in saying that, I am 103 kilos now. So yeah, body weight wise, it's barely over one weight. It's 1.3 body weight, which isn't much. I've actually gotten a lot more progression on my bench than I expected. With the issues I had with my elbow and shoulder and stuff, I've actually a lot more progression because I haven't benched heavy at all for years. So I'll see how we go when I do the 1RMs tomorrow night. But that could get a lot more progression than I expect. So we may be able to get up to like 130, 140, even pushing a 150, one body weight, which would be pretty cool. The last lift was the squat. That was the start of the program was 9 by 85 kilo. Finished it on 7 by 92.5. So again, nice little increase there. So I'll test it on Friday. We'll see how that goes. The funny thing I did find, I've been having niggling knee issues last couple of weeks. I tweaked it in baseball a few weeks ago and it just hasn't recovered. Rolled out last night before I did deadlifts. Obviously, it hurts to even walk on some days. Rolled out last night before I did deadlifts. It's funny, I forget how much lifting heavy just resets my body for me. I get this bad habit of slouching forward. I keep seeing myself in the camera and trying to pull my shoulders back. I've forgotten how much lifting heavy just resets my body and makes it work properly. People don't realize just how much putting your body under load, obviously controlled and doing it safely. If it's a load that's too heavy, if you lift with correct form, you're going to hurt yourself and you're going to cause injuries. But if you can lift it with correct form and safely, it's amazing how much benefit you get from doing that. Today's the first day I've been able to walk around after lifting super heavy yesterday. Normally you sort of wake up and you're sore and aches and pains. Today's the first time I've actually been able to walk around without the pain that I've been having in my knee. It hasn't bothered me all day. It's only now that I've been sitting down all night doing office work that it's starting to kind of give me a bit of a niggle just because I'm sitting still. But I'll get up, walk around for a bit, and it'll be fine. It surprises me, but it shouldn't, because I know how much of a benefit lifting heavy is to your body. If you're lifting with correct form, it just forces everything into the right form, and your body will naturally put itself into the most efficient position, the most efficient movement, which is correct form. Doing that under load is just going to reinforce that muscle memory connection and that mind memory connection to operate how it's supposed to. So where things have been getting pulled out of place in my leg, it's been causing the pain in my knee. Forcing it under load last night has gone, oh, hang on a sec, that's what I've got to do. It's reset itself. It's like, I remember how I've got to move now. I haven't had a problem with it all day today because it's now moving properly again. It'll never cease to amaze me how much difference it makes when you actually lift heavy. Like it's not just a mental thing and endorphins and all the happy hormones that you get. Lifting heavy, and heavy could be anything. Heavy could be 20 kilos for some person. It could be 200 kilos for someone else. Lifting heavy it's a very sort of coverall term. Lifting heavy is just whatever you perceive as heavy that you can do, essentially what you can do towards your limits, but still be able to do it safely and in a controlled, proper form that you're not going to cause further injury or further issues. Your body will automatically just readjust itself and get that connection again and go, I remember what I got to do now. It's crazy how it works. I'll do a video on that later. I think I need to do a full video on that because I could talk for hours about the benefits of lifting heavy and how much it has such a big flow-on effect to your life, mentally, physically, emotionally, just being able to not just being able to move a certain amount of weight, but also what it does to your body in terms of recovering, in terms of just efficiency and just operating, especially as you get older. Lifting heavy, it's keeping that load under your joints and keeping your joints healthy and keeping your muscles healthy. I'll talk about it in another one. I'll do a whole video on it, I think, because it's definitely a topic worth talking about. One thing I'm actually really excited about, I was listening to a Gary V podcast, Gary Vaynerchuk, for those that don't know. Amazing entrepreneur, incredible dude. Probably the most straight talking person you are ever going to see. You've never seen Gary V. He can be an acquired taste. But if you love Gary V, you love Gary V. The dude is just an absolute freaking weapon. He's amazing. He has an extremely good business sense on him. He has the most incredible work ethic. And he's just very, very talented of slapping people down, putting them back in their place and telling them as it is. He's incredible. I love listening to his podcast. I was listening to one the other day, and they were talking to an entrepreneur, and doing a bit of a Q&A sort of thing. it was an influencer that was kind of stuck in her own head, and she was making all the excuses that a lot of it rang true with me, because a lot of it was things that I told myself and things that I've been telling myself for years about. I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this, and comparing myself to others, and I haven't got the right camera, and I haven't got the right lighting, and I haven't got this, and I haven't got that. It was really, really refreshing to hear the way he handled it, and so much it was just shut up and do. Like, don't keep thinking, stop analyzing things, just get out and do. And one thing that she actually she'd spoken to him previously, sort of 12 months earlier, came back, or revisiting that. So 12 months on, how you going? What's changed for you? That sort of stuff. Essentially, she'd started out with this thing in her head of, my passion is fashion. I want to do this in fashion. I want to create a label, and I want to do this. She completely revamped it, and she was still in the fashion industry, but not anywhere near in the realms that she thought she was. She'd completely changed where she was going with her business and where she'd been going with her journey. And it was quite interesting to hear the way she sort of came across it. One thing she sort of said partway through it, and one of the main things I took away from it was like a word of advice to people in the same situation, was just keep experiencing things. Keep experiencing different hobbies, keep experiencing different jobs, keep experiencing different skills, keep learning, keep moving, keep trying new stuff. It rang true with me, because I'm very much, I find myself, I have this almost addiction to keep learning different things, whether it's things I'll ever put into practice or things that I'll ever use in another way. It doesn't matter. I just have this thing that I love learning, and I love sharing, even just little snippets of stuff that I learned, that I've picked up along the way. Watching, the name is going to escape me, Brian Cox, the I don't know what he actually is. He's like quantum astrophysicist, something or other. Exceedingly smart dude. Talks about space and time travel and that sort of stuff. You see his clips on social media all the time. Pommy guy. Even watching his sort of clips, and like, it's stuff that's made, quantum physics and shit. I'm never going to use quantum physics. Half of it goes straight over my head, but he's so fascinating. Just learning the different stuff and it seems the more it's out of my realm, the more it's engaging with me, and more it's not entraps me, but it really kind of draws me in, and wants me to find out more. Which is where she kind of came up with where her business ended up going. She just kept trying new things and learning new things and experiencing different things, and ended up finding a passion that she never knew she had, of a skill that she'd never tried, but it was just something she was giving a go, and trying something new. Came across this new avenue, and she's like, oh my God, where's this been all my life? This is something I want to do. Which is kind of what this whole NWB project is about. Trying new things, and I've tried so many things over the years, from remote control planes to electronics to metalwork to music to art to business building to whatever. I've had so many different experiences over the years: computer building, photography, lighting, astronomy. Like, there's just a world of different things that I've been through and done. Go-kart racing, like, it's crazy. And I think that's where I possibly struggle a bit, in that I don't have one particular avenue that I want to do, but I want to do everything. I want to share what I've got with everything, but I also want to learn more on each of them. I want to learn more languages. I want to learn more drawing. I want to learn more music. I want to get better at my photography. I want to learn more art. I want to learn more computer skills. I want to learn more physical skills. There's all these things I want to learn. I think it's part of it. One thing I've sort of come up with, and looking at a few things the other day, I've noticed there's a lot of 30 days this and 30 days. Learn to do this in 30 days. Learn to do that in 30 days. 30 days isn't enough to learn anything. I think it's 100,000 hours or whatever is the general rule of thumb. 21 days is what it takes to form a habit. Or 21 days is what it takes to start getting the basics of a habit. I think the 30 days is good, but 21 is like the way they sort of go. That's 21 days. If you can stick something 21 days, that's where it starts becoming a habit. And until it's a habit, until it's something you're going to do regularly, you're not really going to learn. So you're 21 days and you're kind of making yourself do it. You're not really learning and enjoying it. You're just making yourself do it for the 21 days. You got 9 days left and your 30-day challenge is over, and it's like, I'm not really going to learn anything in 9 days. So what I'm looking at doing going forward, looked at is actually kind of stemmed from the program that I'm writing next. It's going to be their 4-week blocks. It's still based on the 5-3-1 program. I'm just modifying some of the accessory exercises, so it's still going to be essentially the base exercises are going to be the same. The accessory exercises are going to change. It's still going to be based on a bit of hypertrophy, strength based, obviously. It's what 5-3-1 is. Still going to be based on a bit of hypertrophy because there's a few muscle groups I need to build, but I'm going to tailor the accessories a little bit more. My rear delts all need to get bigger. It's one thing I've noticed, especially when you look in the deadlifting video, but there's nice big anterior or front delts, mid delts are there, and then there's like nothing. My back delts like this. Like there's nice big front, and then nothing, which is potentially why I'm having these issues, and I'm having a bit of overhead issues still, shoulders clicking, because my shoulder's getting pulled out of place by my stronger front delts. There's nothing pulling it back and holding the shoulder joint in place. So I'm going to be writing the program. I'm doing 4-week blocks. I'm going to do about 3 months, 90 days. So I figured, what else can I do for 90 days? So what I'm going to actually do going forward is I'm actually going to be doing the fitness thing is something that's permanent. That's never going to change. Fitness is my passion. I love it. I'm always going to be doing that. I finished 9 days in that. I'll keep going on to something else, but that is where I'm going to be starting it. I'm also going to be doing conjunction with it because fitness is always going to be there. I've always got time for it. I'm actually going to set time aside. I'm actually going to start doing a bunch of 90-day challenges. I'm going to be doing, essentially, I'm going to be teaching myself a skill in 90 days or seeing what I can learn in 90 days for a skill. First I'm going to start on, because I've got a bit of background on it, I used to do a lot of drawing and sketching, always been kind of arty. My photography is kind of my big art now, but I love drawing. I wish I was better at it. It's something I've always wanted to be better at. So the first one I'm doing is a 9-day drawing challenge. I've had a look around. I found a few bits and pieces in terms of learning material. There's a really cool little 30-day book that I found. I thought it'd be a good little basis to start off that with 30 days. It teaches a lot of the basics and a lot of the sort of the building blocks of sketching and drawing. Use that, and then for the next 60 days, during that 30 days, I'll find what I'm going to do after that. Whether it's, see, again, I don't know what I want to draw. I literally just want to draw anything. I want to be able to just sit down and draw from life. So I'm going to look around, and I'll find I might do like a 30 days. Second 30 days might be drawing landscapes, which I do really like, or drawing portraits. And then the third 90 days might be drawing, I don't know, something else. I'll figure it out as I go. But it'll be a 90-day drawing challenge. I do have, saying this is my old art diary from like year 12 in high school. So we're going back a fair bit now. So my drawing skills have deteriorated a lot since then. But even back, like, I've never been a great drawer, but I just love sketching. I love doodling. I love, like, art scenes and stuff like that. That's always my little mountain range. I draw that everywhere. It was all over my school books and stuff. There's nothing, like, there was never anything particular I used to draw. I used to literally draw anything and everything. There you go. So I do have a bit of skill. Eyes. I love eyes. Don't ask me why. Even my photography, I love eyes. It's just something fascinating about them. But everything from, little cartoon characters to just weird random graphics. The eyes, I used to love drawing them everywhere. Even the leaf. Oh, can't quite see it. But yeah, and the leaf, the eyes, stuff like that. Like, realistic is what I like. A lot of that comes from me being a perfectionist. That's one thing that I struggle with when I do my sketching. If it doesn't look real, I hate it. It like literally needs to look like a photo, or I think I failed. Which is why this is actually going to be a really tough challenge for me. Being able to, snowboarder, thinking of the winter games that are on at the moment. More focus, there you go. There's even a flower I drew. It's out there, loose leaf. So as you can see, I do have some basic skill in drawing, which that is old, but I'd still be a bit of muscle memory there. Still have some kind of idea. I can see it. I can see. I can see creatively. Obviously, through my photography and stuff, I have that kind of eyesight anyway. So I'm going to start on that one. It will be a challenge and a half for me to be able to draw and be happy with what I've drawn. If it doesn't look exactly like a photo. So that's where it's going to be a challenge of me not just rubbing everything out and getting shitty and giving up after 5 days. I'll stick that out. But I'm going to go on. I'm going to do the drawing, obviously, for 9 days. I'm going to do teaching myself the mandolin, drums. I'm going to do a 9-day photography challenge. I do know my photography, but I want to get better at it. And I want to challenge myself a lot more, especially with my film photography, not just the digital stuff. So I'm going to be doing a 9-day film challenge. I'm going to think of everything and anything. Running a unicycle, juggling, woodwork, card tricks, magic, whatever. I'm going to come up with a bunch of 9-day projects and kind of go with it and see what we come up with, see what we learn. If there's anything particularly you want me to do, chuck it in the comments, because I'll be curious to see what people want to see me try and do. There could be some random things. Keep it PG. I do have kids. I'm not going to go 9-day New Year runs or something stupid. But yeah, have a think about it, because I'm going to come up with some pretty cool ones. I want to see what I can do in 90 days and how much I can learn. Learning a language. There you go. That's one that's going to be in there. My Japanese. Learning Japanese. I love Japanese. It's a hard one to learn. I'm actually tempted to go back and learn German. Did German through high school. Still remember a fair bit of it. German is very close to English as well, so it could be a bit easier. Or even do something like Spanish. Might even do a couple of languages. We'll see how we go. But I'm going to start doing them. So I'll cycle through them. I think 90 days is a good time to be able to get a foundation, learn a fair bit, and actually get pretty proficient. Even to a basic level in a lot of stuff. Obviously, you're not going to become a world-leading expert in 90 days. But in saying that, I reckon you could learn some pretty cool stuff in 90 days, doing a little bit each day for 90 days, every day. You can come with some pretty cool stuff. So they're coming up. So I'll post them all in here. I'll just post them under a 90-day challenge playlist. So keep an eye for them. Let me know if there's anything interesting you want to see or anything fun you want me to try out for a 9-day challenge. But the drawing is going to be the first one up. I will keep track of them on... I'm tossing up how I do them. I might release them might just daily do a video on them. And then at the end of it, I'll do like a full playlist, edited, cut back 9-day challenge. But I might do it as a daily thing as well, just to help you guys can see the progress. So go and see the live progress. At the moment, in terms of my wellness side of stuff, or business side of stuff, still tossing up what I'm doing. Like this is the big thing. Like I want to be financial with the stuff that I'm doing, but I don't feel I'm offering enough value yet. I have no intentions of charging something I don't think is value, or asking for money for something I think is not value, which is where I'm kind of trying to find where my passion is, what I'm wanting to do, what I'm wanting to learn. Obviously, fitness is my big passion. I would love to get that back up and going again, which I think once I finish this 9-day program and I actually have the transformation back and I have the before and after to show to people what they need to do, I think I will be able to push a little bit more, and I'll push my NWB fitness channel a little bit more, and start marketing that a little bit more on socials, and reaching out to my old mailing list and stuff like that, and seeing what I can do with it, because that would be what I'm really keen on doing, programming and stuff for people, because I love doing that. Man, the difference you see in people's lives and the reward, just the personal reward you get from being able to help people transform their lives. Far out, man. There's nothing like it. Like, just seeing people turn their lives around health-wise is just, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. But yeah, I mean, at the moment, finance side, I'm going through, doing another cleanup, getting rid of old push bikes, mountain bikes I don't drive anymore, I don't ride anymore, I have no need for them. Just getting rid of clutter around the stuff that I've collected again. It's just like, I don't need it. Just get rid of it. Sell it off, get the cash, put towards something better. Wellness side, been reading a lot of Tony Robbins, finishing off the Unlimited Power book, and then I will be starting on surprise, Tony Robbins again. Awaken the Giant, and then I'm going to be doing Mel Robbins' 5-second rule book. They're the two books I'm going at. I am listening to a lot of Tony's podcasts, as well as Gary V's and Chase Jarvis. Chase Jarvis is a photographer. Creative Live is his website, so he owns and runs it's a learning website, based more towards the arts, but there are a lot of other stuff on there, a lot of business things as well. Chase he's incredible. Again, he's got an amazing mind on him, very smart guy, very creative. His photography is amazing. You could put any camera in the dude's hand and he will just come up with some of the most incredible artwork. He has an amazing eye. He's just a really cool dude too. He's just a really cool guy to listen to. His podcasts are actually really cool to listen to. Kind of chilled out, lots of interesting and fun stuff, a lot of anecdote stuff. So yeah, I'm listening to a lot of this stuff at the moment. Chase, actually, I'll leave you with this, because I've been going for almost half an hour now, and you guys are probably getting bored of me. I was actually listening to Gary V's podcast that actually had Chase Jarvis on it as a guest host with him, and they were doing a bit of Q&A thing, having a few people call in, and again, Chase is very straight shooting as well. He'll call you out in your bullshit pretty quickly. And they were talking to a few people about doing this sort of stuff, putting content up, getting their brand, as everyone likes to call it these days, out there. And the guy they were talking to kept saying, "Oh, but I'm waiting for this to turn up, and I'm waiting for this mic, and I'm waiting for this lighting setup, and I haven't quite got the camera I want, and I haven't got this." And both of them are just pulling their hair out, mate, no, the camera doesn't matter, the quality doesn't matter. No one's going to be watching the freaking thing anyway. You're going to be broadcasting to no one for the first 3 years. Just freaking put content up. Chase came out with this beautiful quote, "Action over intellect," which I think is just so superb. Basically saying, stop researching, stop finding out what the best camera is, stop finding out how to record the best, stop finding out what software to use. Pick up your damn phone, point it at yourself, take a video. Done. Take action. Don't keep trying to improve your intellect and using that as an excuse to procrastinate and put off making content and put off getting your message out there. Pick up your damn phone, take a video, post it. Take action. Take action right now. It's one of the reasons why I've jumped on today, actually, because it's been dwelling on. I listened to it yesterday and I didn't get a chance to record last night, and it's been killing me all day that I haven't got on and done this. And I know my lighting setup's not great. As a photographer, it kills me. I have all the fancy whiz-bang lights and flashes and stuff for my cameras, but I'm using pretty dodgy little light stands that I got off Amazon for $20 or something. I know it's not right. It's harsh lights. It's all kinds of crappy, weird reflections in my glasses. But I just need to start taking a lot more action. That mixed with the whole idea of doing the 90-day challenges and just trying more. It was 2 podcasts in a row. And it's literally these 2 pearls. I'm just like, oh my God, I need to take action and I need to try more. I need to do more. And that's the other one that Gary came out with. I can't remember which podcast. It was one of those 2. Just do more. Whatever you're doing, do more. If you've got time to sit down and read the newspaper, if you've got time to sit down and watch TV, if you've got time to sit down and drink a beer on the balcony, you've got time to do more. Whatever you're doing, do more. If it's helping people, if it's putting content out, if it's working on your autobiography, if it's reading a book, you have time to do more. Benefit others, educate, spread the love, spread the knowledge, do more that is going to benefit other people, and everything will come back to you. So on that deep and meaningful note, I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful, wonderful, joyous, lovely evening, and I will talk to you all on the next one. Hopefully I will get these up a lot more because I'm going to do more. See you guys.